Hello traders, and welcome to another tutorial video on how to combine both SMC and SNR concepts to get market buyers and entries in the market. The setup you can see on the screen was analyzed using both the SMC and SNR concepts from the market buyers to the entry, and also this setup was shared to my Telegram channel. The link is in my bio. Feel free to check it out. Without wasting any more time, let's go straight to a breakdown so I can explain how I came about this setup. So first things first, we had to get the general buyers of the market. So in this particular case, I used the 4 hours time frame for my buyers, and on the 4 hours time frame I saw consecutive bullish breakout structures. I had one over here, I had another breakout structure at this level. So once I saw these breakout structures, I made my decision and I assumed the market was bullish, because first you need to get a bias to align with the type of trade you want to take, be it buys or sells. So I had my bias as bullish, and the next thing I had to look for was a zone where market could potentially give me buying opportunities. And the next valid level I saw was this 4 hour support, as well as this other 4 hour support here. So basically I had to just wait for price to come and react at these levels and give me buying confirmations, basically market structure shift, liquidity, and POI. So as you can see clearly, this first support did not hold. This support here did not hold, so let me delete this. And this other level here gave us a reaction. So once price reacted on this level and gave this rejection, I went straight to the 30 minutes time frame, which I consider as my lower time frame, to look for more confirmations. And on this time frame I saw a break. This was the last bearish breakout structure, and then we had this market structure shift here. So I had the first confirmation, which was a market structure shift after price reacted to the support level on the 4 hours time frame. After mapping this out, I had to look for my liquidity and then a POI. So I had this first pullback here before the initial market structure shift occurred. I had this liquidity level there, which I mapped out. And then after mapping out your liquidity, you need to map out a point of interest which is close to that liquidity. And in this case, I had this breaker block, as well as this other block right here at this point. So that was my point of interest for the trade. But now combining SNR to this particular setup, I went to higher time frames to look for confluences, to look for extra confluences around this level where I took my POI. So I went to the 4 hours time frame, and on the 4 hours time frame, that level corresponded to a 4 hours breaker here. This was the breaker block here. So we had a 4 hour resistance that turned support at that point. Then I refined more to the 1 hour time frame, and on the 1 hour time frame I had this open close level here, this open close. Basically what an open close is just the gap between two similar candles. So bullish, this level here, the open and the close, is what we consider the open close level. So the concept behind this is, once you map out an open close level on a higher time frame, that level should correspond to a breaker block or an order block on a lower time frame. So let me label this as OCL. So that was the OCL level. And then on the 15 minutes time frame, because basically if you have an OCL on the 1 hour time frame, it should correspond to a 15 minutes order block or breaker block. If you have one on the 4 hours time frame, it should correspond to something on the 1 hour time frame. So I went to the 15 minutes to see if it corresponded to any of the POIs I had initially chosen for the trade. And you see, this is the OCL level, and just above it I had that breaker block. I had this level which I had mapped as my POI, and then this was the other breaker block, making this level, giving me more confluence for, or more confirmations for this particular POI I wanted to take my trade off from. So I went ahead and set my limits at this level, and then my SL below this low here, targeting highs in the market. And in this case, this was the high I reached out for, this one. I think the trade gave a 1:8. So that was my target for this trade. No, it should have been this, I think. Yes, it was this high. That was the high for my exit. So I combined SMC for my bias. I used SMC for bias. I used SNR for bias. I used still SMC for my bullish confirmations and entry, as well as SNR for entry. So this is pretty much how you can combine SMC concepts and support and resistance to get your bias in the market and your entries. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you wish to learn more, you can give me a follow and join the Telegram channel. It is free. I post setups, I post free signals, I post educational content and stuff, so you can join and see for yourself. Hope to see you guys in the next video.